Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday to all of you. So, I am here in front of my perennial basil, and what I am about to do involves trimming off the flowers that have gone to seed and encouraging more growth, so more flowers. And the reason I want to do that is because obviously the bees love it, but every plant goes through a cycle. Like there are ways that you can tell it to no, your job isn't done, you keep flowering. So this is what I'm going to do with this perennial basil. I've already done it with the two on that side, and this one is teeming with bees. So all you need are some form of string, scissors, pruners, whatever you have. Sorry, a bamboo stake, and a fertilizer that is higher in potassium. All right, so remember the NPK that I have been talking to you guys about, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, which is the K. You need one that is higher in potassium, because that is what is going to trick the plant into flowering more, because it's already got leafy growth. We know it's going well in the ground because it's growing so well up top. So you don't need to worry about the roots too much. So let's get to it. All right, everyone. So I have put my bamboo stake at the strongest part of the perennial basil. And look, right now it's overhanging, and it makes it harder for me to trim off the flowers that are going to seed. But once I pick it up, so I'm going to start with this one, probably the heaviest branch. They do get very top heavy, so sometimes I find it's good to do this. And plants are very smart. They might, once I do this, it might look like it's very funky like the one beside it, but probably just in a day it will definitely go back to looking happy. So here we go, we're going to tie this up to the stake. You don't have to do this, it's not important, but I have strawberries and blueberries next to these basil bushes, and the reason I planted the basil with the strawberries and the blueberries is to help with pollination. But once they started overhanging, it was harder to see those other plants. I also have alicens growing underneath it, so having them hold on to something should actually help me see the plants underneath as well. So I'm just going to do one more branch. Hello, bee. Just over here. Oh, and look, right there, I can already see that I can trim off this one. It's gone to seed. And remember, the more you prune, the more flowers you get. It goes for any plant, zinnias, cosmos, even your flowering vegetables like zucchinis, pumpkin, tomatoes. The more you harvest, the more you will gain. The plant has a cycle. It starts from seed, goes to a sprout, goes to a seedling, goes to a humongous plant that starts to flower. That flower is what is telling the adult plant that it's time for me to focus on creating healthy seeds that will continue my next generation of plants. So once it starts focusing on those seeds, you still have a bit of a time frame to get the plant producing more. But once you miss that out, then it's just gonna go to seed, and you'll have to start again. So especially with cosmos, but then again, like I said, this plant is a perennial, so it's able in our climate, in our temperate climate, to come back stronger and stronger. So that's why it works well for a basil, well, this perennial basil, not all basils. This will also work well for other perennial plants. I also have a Mexican marigold, which, yes, is a perennial. It's amazing, right? Now, that's all done. So now I can prune it effectively. But I don't know if I want to do it right now because the bees are loving it. I don't like disturbing them too much. I might prune one or two that I can see, and then I will just water it in. I was going to give it some fertilizer, but the sun has come out again. It was looking overcast, and that is a good time to do it. Otherwise, the best time is early morning or in the evening. So I'm gonna have to leave the fertilizing for later. That's okay. So I'm gonna finish pruning this, and then the next thing that I'm going to do is very exciting. I'm going to sow carrot seeds in pots. So I'm going to finish this, and then we are going to start doing that. Oh, this is so much fun. Thanks, guys. See you soon.